Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here, back with more reading the My Hero Academia manga. We're on chapter 283. Last chapter was utter insanity. Where do I even begin as to what happened there? We had Aizawa getting hit with the quirk erasing bullet. He cut off his own damn leg while keeping his eyes open. Shigaraki is going insanely mad, like just he's tired of this whole charade of dealing with a racer head taking away his quirk. We have Deku going at him, smashing him with 100% hits. And then we have Gigantomachia, who is on a rampage straight to his master, plowing through cities, and everything is looking so damn not good for the heroes. So where does that leave us in 283? Well, let's go ahead and find out. This is the unofficial translation. The official one comes out on Sunday, but the unofficial ones are usually pretty close. Here we go. First shot, we get all of class 1A and 1B looking on with some sort of horror on their face. That is not good. Chapter 283, titled 75. I don't know why it's called 75. But maybe that's just a translation thing. Here we go. Wow. Okay, so they're looking on and they just see this path of destruction left by Gigantomachia. Gosh. Sero says, Shoji, what about the other heroes? He says, they're too far away. I can't sense them. Gosh. There's a lot of people scattered around the debris. We have Tokoyami holding Hawks. Wow. Dude, Hawks does not look good. He's all bandaged up. Looks like a mummy. Okay. Well, he's probably still fine. I doubt he would be dead in Tokoyami's arms here. Momo says, what's going on? The only reason we're not dead right now is only because the enemy wasn't even aware of us. Wow. Okay, so it's showing a little bit of a flashback. We have Fat Gum and Amajiki. Looks like they were trying to hold back Gigantomachia, but wow. And now we get an image of Gigantomachia. That's the only reason. And Gigantomachia, we kind of saw this in the last chapter. Eagle-eyed people noticed that his hands sort of activated into like some sort of big claw mode. Gigantomachia is not messing around anymore. He's tired of these gnats, these flies, or whatever you're going to call them, that are around everyone. Okay. And we see Majestic using his power. He puts rings over everyone underneath their feet so they can fly up and away. Momo shouts, Majestic, the choices and actions of you kids won't be in vain. No matter what happens now, we'll make sure of it. Okay, so basically, it looks like Majestic put all the students to the side, and he left all the other pro heroes that were able to rally as they go and presumably chase Gigantomachia. Okay. The Mushroom Girl says, what gives, Shroom? Shouldn't the anesthetic have worked, Shroom? Mineta, looking on in horror, says, our efforts weren't actually wrong here, were they? Just like the heroes' actions. Yeah, Hawks is just passed out right now. Oh my god. Imagine being the students and like working so hard and having all this still happen. There's a whole city being destroyed right now. I mean, look at this in the end. Okay, it looks like we have some Liberation Army guys going through the city as well, following Giganto. Oh my gosh, Giganto has this visor thing on his eyes. He's not even paying attention. He's just plowing through the city. It was all just worthless. Then we get the League on his back. Dobby's looking all sorts of happy. He looks like I'm singing in the rain, just on the back of Giganto. He looks completely fine. Toga looks serious. We see Mr. Compressed. Can't really tell what he's feeling. He's got the mask on, and Spinner kind of looking on as they plow through the city. The doctor says, isn't that right? Look who's coming. Okay, so we're cutting to present Mike. He's with some police officers. They have the doctor in custody. It was truly game over before, but it's time for the ultimate comeback. The police says, quiet. Shigaraki's awakening. This single moment has completely turned the tide. Gigantomachia is a calamity that lives and dies for his master. I even strived to imitate him as I created an army of Nomus. A king needs soldiers, right? Strong soldiers. As we get a bunch of heroes who are still fighting the nearly high-end Nomu that flooded the city. Oh my gosh, this is not looking good for the heroes. Oh my gosh, once Machia gets moving, destruction is inevitable. Yeah, it just shows his destruction. It's just a decimated city. Shigaraki will be the end to the society saturated with heroes. Once again, Shigaraki, he looks like he's got all these scars on him, but he's looking fit as a fiddle. Okay, before I continue, Aizawa doesn't have his quirk he has his quirk, but he's been clawed at and he's like KO'd. Not only did he get clawed at, but he cut off his own leg. So I can only imagine the pain is getting to him right now. Okay. Here we go. Deku, looking mortified and all sorts of angry right now, looks at Aizawa on the ground, bleeding. Aizawa looks pretty bad. He's got like blood all over his face. I really hope his eyes didn't get clawed out. People were speculating last week that he might have. I don't think that's the case. I don't know. Shoto says Endeavor as Todoroki is indeed here with the ice. I'm late because I was helping Ryukyu's team. Cool off. I'll help you out in the meantime. Oh, did he make some ice for his dear old dad? Okay, well, it's good Endeavor's going to get a little time to recoup here. Bakugo says that. Effing bastard. I think that's just like a translation thing, but he just drops an F-bomb as he looks at Deku jump into the fray here. Who is this knocked? Oh, it's Gran Torino on the ground, dude. Behind Bakugo. A good 10 feet back from him. Okay. Rocklock is with Manuel, and they're trying to help out Aizawa. Keep his leg up. Stop the bleeding with his binding cloth. Whoa, it's a tangled mess. How did it even look like this? Rocklock says, Deku, you must get out of here. Oh my gosh, Deku! Oh shit. Okay, he is legitimately mad right now. He looks so... This is the most unhinged Deku has ever looked. I will never. Shigaraki says, now die. Whoa! A huge gash just appeared on Shigaraki. Shigaraki says, eh? Deku says, that's it. He's just crying those Deku tears. But just now. Oh, I see, says Shigaraki. Surpassing my limits must have put strain on my body. Oh, but shouldn't I be instantly healing from this wound from my regeneration? Unless I've ascended now. I should be able to quickly. Whoa, Shigaraki just looks at Deku. Hey, what's today's date? Dude, okay, so remember when he was like woken up at 75%? I guess now it's kind of showing maybe like some repercussions to waking up so early. His body just randomly opened up a wound. Deku says his body. Deku's still just crying right now. Gran Torino warned us that Shigaraki's been transplanted with All for One's quirk. His body can't keep up with that overwhelming power. Deku's having flashbacks to his entire time training. From the first time he used a punch, to the finger flicks, to just everything. Hey, look, it's even cutting to it. Completion percentage, completion status 75%. This is back when Mirko broke open the canister. Keep it together, Mirko. Someone's carrying. Oh, so yeah, someone's carrying Mirko away. You've got to survive. You've got to win. Yeah, she's not looking too good. We saw how messed up she got. There we go. Finally, my regeneration is kicking in, says Shigaraki. Deku coming in with the black whips. One touch to finally end this, to Shigaraki. Okay. Whoa. Something just jumped off the ground. Oh, it's Deku. Deku just jumped off the ground and he grabbed everyone around him with black whips. Is this where we're gonna get to see flow activate? One for all. Rocklock says, we're flying the 7th users. Oh my god! Gran Torino. He wakes up for a second. Nana Shimura's quirk. Oh, he's looking back to when he was like hanging out with Nana. Dude. Float. You're right, says Deku. We are ending this. Right here, right now. Chapter 283 end. Deku's using float. We were all wondering when it was going to kick in, and it seemed like the proper time during this fight for it to kick in, especially given like the second Shiggy hits like decay on the ground. You got to get up. You got to avoid that wave of destruction. Oh. Wow, man. He jumped. Oh my gosh, dude. Deku is looking so upset in this chapter. Not only is his friend Gran Torino like dying right now, but like, you know, we've seen Deku in a lot of emotional states. Like, we've seen him sad, we've seen him determined and like fired up, we've seen him laughing, but we've never seen him like actually pissed. To the point where he looks just so disgruntled and like, oh. So now Shigaraki he has no hindrance. Aizawa can't block his quirk anymore. But we did see Shigaraki's body start to kind of fail here. He did wake up too early. He needs rest, apparently, from waking up so early. So that might be the one saving grace they have in this fight. I mean, Deku's still fighting strong. Oh my gosh, there's this fight has felt like it's lasted like so long, but it's so good. What's gonna happen? So the wave of destruction is gonna happen after Shigaraki does his thing. So Deku can now fight full on with his float now. Is he just gonna go ham on Shigaraki? We have Todoroki here now, who's still fresh to fight. Bakugo, who hasn't been hurt at all. I'm looking at him right now. He doesn't have a scratch on him. He's been helping in the fight, of course. We saw last week him destroying the Quirk Racing Bullet, and he's done other attacks on Shigaraki. But he's still good to go. Endeavor's cooling off. Gran Torino KO'd. Aizawa KO'd. Rocklock and Manuel, they're trying to help Aizawa. So this fight has now come down to legitimately, for the time being, Bakugo, Deku, Todoroki versus Shigaraki. Essentially, UA's new big three. I mean, that's basically what this is. And then we have Gigantomachia. Where do you even begin with that? The students thinking that they failed here. They had all that effort, all that planning to get this the vial in his mouth. And they're looking on in horror at this destruction. And even Mineta saying, were our actions even worth it? Did we help anything? And Momo looking on in despair here, like, did we even do anything? The only reason she even said like, the only reason we're not dead right now is only because the enemy wasn't even aware of us. He didn't even acknowledge him. He's like, screw it, I'm gone. Like, when push came to shove, Giganto is so strong, nothing can stop him. At least not the students. Dude, the heroes need help. The heroes need help from something. What's going to happen here? My only guess is Giganto is eventually going to make his way to Shigaraki, but he's going to like pass out or something. As I think that vial, why would they have so much time dedicated to getting the vial in if it wouldn't work? I think it's going to work eventually. Wow, man. We didn't see we also, in this chapter, we didn't see anything new with Uraraka, Ida, and Froppy. They were shown in the last chapter. We didn't get anything with them, any updates. So maybe we'll see them next chapter as Giganto is making his rampage. Oh, that was so sweet, though. When Gran Torino says Nana Shimura's quirk float, and he has that little flashback of flying alongside her. That's pretty sweet. Oh, okay. Dude. Deku looking pissed. Shigaraki seemingly at his limits. What's like... Something's got to give here. Something's got to give. Who's going to lose this fight? Is it going to end in a draw? Is Giganto going to get there and they need to retreat because Shigi's body's failing him? Because Deku's just getting fired up now. By the way, let me get a look at his left arm. I'm going to see if we can get a good shot of his left arm. Because I thought it was broken. I still stand by he's using the Black Whip as a cast. I really do think his left arm is busted here. It's still heavily covered up by the Black Whips. The reason I think that is people were saying it's not broken last week. The reason I do think it's broken is because he went for the attack as on Shigaraki's head. As he was going for it, there's no Black Whips on his arm. After he hit it, there was no Black Whips on his arm. When Shigaraki was biting into his arm, there was still no Black Whips. The Black Whips only appeared after he broke free of the bite from Shigaraki. Which makes me lead to believe he's using it as a cast. And I really truly do think his left arm was broken. But Deku, using float, Black Whips all around him, running at Shigaraki. This is... man. So I've heard that apparently next week this is going to go on hiatus. Which sucks, but hey, give Horikoshi a great break. The man deserves it. He's doing a great job. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this reaction. I have a link to my Discord down below in the description, and I'll pin a comment. I would love for everyone possible to join the Discord. We have great discussions about the latest chapters as well as the series entirely, amongst many other things. It's a great place. I'm really glad I made the Discord channel a couple months ago, and it's great. I hope you guys join. Hope you enjoy the conversations, and yeah. What a chapter. Float has activated, baby. And looks like we're now going to get down to the final kind of brawl with Shigaraki and Deku. I'm ready. Okay. Until next time, this has been Mighty Gazelle. Hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.